Shout out to Money Brown, man. Earl Jr. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on after the fight world? This your boy Manny back with another one, man. And this one here is on two living legends in this boxing game. We have Floyd Money Mayweather, the 5-division world champion, the king of the pay-per-view. We all know he call it May-per-view. And Floyd's arguably the greatest fighter of all time and most definitely the greatest defensive fighter of all time. Then we have the 8th-division world champion, the senator, Manny Pacquiao, the Filipino icon, the living legend himself, who just lost to Ugas August the 21st, but is still putting no dent in Manny Pacquiao's career. But Floyd Money Mayweather, you know, he has came out, he told Manny Pacquiao to stop making excuses. You know, and Floyd is showing off, man. You know he's going to show off after something like this. Floyd let Manny Pacquiao know that he is better than him and he will always be better than him. After Manny Pacquiao took a loss to Ugas, we all know Floyd Mayweather is basking in glory. He's not going to say it. You know, sometimes most definitely he's going to, you know, give Manny Pacquiao the credit he deserves for as being a Hall of Fame legendary fighter. But, you know, Floyd always carry himself as one of the, you know, top notch to ever do this game, but he carries himself as the greatest of all time. But he say he's TBE, the best to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? Arguably saying he is the greatest of all time. In other words, you feel me? But Floyd Money Mayweather's letting Manny Pacquiao know, man, if that was me inside that ring, I would have stopped you. You know what I'm saying? I would have stopped you, or less, you know, I would have just beat you up really, really bad. You know, that's how Floyd Mayweather's feeling right now. He feel like he's way better than Ugas at the age of 44 years of age. You know, 44 years old. You know, so now we got Manny Pacquiao, 42 years of age, right? Winning there against the young, hungry lion, the champion, Ugas. A lot of people, including myself, right, thought Manny will put them paws on Ugas. I really thought Manny was going to put them paws on Ugas. We seen Ugas look like he had an arm injury, a bicep injury, but I think that was just, you know, they was faking us out. I think that was a bluff to make us believe he had an injury, but he really didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's something that he dealt with on the basis, and that's how he carried himself. So they faked us out nonetheless, but Manny Pacquiao went into the ring. You know, he gave a good showing of himself, though, man. I'm not fit to shit on Manny. I'm not fit to down Manny Pacquiao. Manny gave a good showing of himself inside that square circle. He's 42 years of age. Now, he didn't look like the Manny of old from a long shot. And we know if that was Earl Spence inside that square circle, things would have got really, really ugly. Even if it was Turnbull Crawford, things would have got really, really ugly for Manny Pacquiao. But nonetheless, you know, Manny went in there. He put some hands on Ugas, swelled his face up, hit him with some hard shots, things of that nature. But, you know, Father Time catches up with everyone. He catches up with everyone. And now Floyd Money Mayweather, you know, he's sitting back. He's living good. You know, he's facing the YouTube and letting people know that I'm not going to let these young fighters beat up on this old body. And, you know, Floyd, he has a point to an extent, bro. He has a point to an extent. When you have accomplished everything in the sport of boxing, you have nothing else to prove. You have nothing else to prove. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing at all. So when I look at Floyd, he say those things, and he's getting paid off his own name, right? Nobody else, you know, can really fault him or be pissed off at him for going out there facing Logan Pauls and facing 10 Jins over in Japan. I know I ain't say the man's name right, but you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you work your ass off in this boxing game to put in a hard work so you can live well afterwards. You feel me? You can live well afterwards. And that's what Floyd Money Mayweather doing, man. He's going out there. If he can pick up an extra $100 million facing a YouTuber, you know, somebody less harder than an Earl Spence or a Terrence Crawford or your Ugas, I don't blame the man. I don't blame the man at all. Manny Pacquiao, he was in a position to face Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor ended up losing to Dusty Poirier the first time, and then he ended up the second time breaking his ankle. But Manny was in position to face Conor McGregor, and I think if Manny would have beat Conor McGregor, that would have been it for Manny. You know, it would have been a big-ass bag, or maybe he would have had a fight or two again in the boxing world. You never know. But, you know, the Conor McGregor fight was an easy fight. It was an easy fight, and guess what? Nobody could say anything to Manny Pacquiao about facing Conor McGregor. Nothing at all, because he earned that right. He earned that right to face a Conor McGregor or a YouTuber or a UFC, whomever else he wanted to face. There's nothing else for Manny Pacquiao to prove in the sport of boxing. Nothing. But the warrior in Manny, you know, he wanted to continue to fight. He had the Earl Spence fight on the table. Respect to him for giving Earl Spence an opportunity to face a legend. Respect to him for giving Turnbull Crawford an opportunity to face a legend. Respect to him for giving Ugas an opportunity to face a legend. Because Manny didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But the warrior mentality in him, you know, He did it, and much respect to him, and you got to salute that, man. You got to salute it. But Floyd Mayweather's looking back, looking like, see, Manny, I told you. I told you. You know what I'm saying? You going fucking with them young fighters out there, bro. It's a difference. It's a difference once you up there in age in them 40s, man. It's a difference once you're up there in age in them 40s. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to play around with them kids. I know it's going to take real hard work and dedication. And not saying that I can't do it, but I don't want to put my body through all that straining and stress getting ready to fight these hungry lions. And I know these young motherfuckers going through training camp and having a way better training camp than I am, an easier way. And I'm going hard to get in shape and to get ready. And not only that, I got to take the punishment inside the ring, because even though Manny, lost, he still took punishment, to the body. He still took punishment to the face. And if there was somebody like a Earl Spence or Turnbull Crawford, it would have been way worse than that. It would have been way worse than that. So that's the risk you take of fighting, in the older ages, in the 40s and things of that nature, when you don't have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove. But Floyd Money Mayweather's looking back, still looking at Manny Pacquiao like he was food to him. Like Manny would have been food to him. Now, a lot of people say things about Floyd against Logan Paul about how that fight played out and things of that nature, but Logan Paul was 200 and some pounds, grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. And remember, Floyd hit him and hurt him a couple times. He hit him and hurt him a couple times, So he's looking at Manny Pacquiao like, man, if I'd have been in that ring, man, I probably would have broke you down, and I probably would have finished you, homie. I probably would have finished you, Manny. You know what I mean? You want the same Manny as old, but you won bad. You won bad. You know what I mean? That's how Floyd looking at it. You feel me? So when Floyd Mayweather tell Manny Pacquiao stop making excuses, Manny said it was the legs and things of that nature for the Dennis Ugas fight. He did. I don't really want to knock Manny, man. I don't really want to say nothing bad about him, because like I say, he did go in there, he gave these young hungry lions an opportunity. But at the same time, you just got to take the L, man. You just got to take the L, bro. It wasn't your night. You was preparing for Earl the True Spence Jr. He had an eye injury. Everybody had something wrong with him. Like I say, maybe Ugas was playing possum, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he did have a bicep injury, and he just, covered it up real well. So everybody goes into the ring with some type of nick and a knack on them when you're a fighter. A fighter is never 100%, even though they saying that they're 100%. You feel what I'm saying? So is Floyd looking at that as, oh, man, you're making excuses for this, you're making excuses. Stop making excuses. With me, you said it was the shoulder. Now it's the legs. But when you beat Adrian Broner and you beat Keith Thurman, you didn't have an excuse in the world because you was victorious. So it's going to be things like that Floyd Mayweather go pick up on. And he's going to try to, troll Manny with or talk shit about Manny. You know what I'm saying? Because he said those things. But nonetheless, Floyd do got respect for Manny Pacquiao. That's for damn sure. He has respect for him. But at the end of the day, he's going to talk his shit to everybody who was saying Manny Pacquiao was going to be the greatest of all time if he beat Earl the True Spence Jr. Oh, Floyd can't fuck with him because Floyd ain't going to fight these caliber fighters. He's fighting YouTubers. He's doing this. He's doing that. But Manny came up short. And now you guys that was out there saying all that shit, talking this, talking that, y'all got to get credit where credit is due as well. Y'all got to say, well, man, damn, Floyd is better than Manny, or Floyd is this and that. Even though a lot of people want to put Manny Pacquiao over Floyd Money Mayweather. You can't do it. You just can't do it, bro. I respect y'all. Some of y'all boys are too radical at times. But nonetheless, I respect y'all opinion about Manny Pacquiao because he is a hell of a fighter. 8-division world champion, man. 8 divisions. You know what I'm saying? That don't come easy, bro. That don't come easy. Nobody else will be an 8-division world champion. And I put money on it. And if it do happen, I'm going to say this. It's not going to happen in my lifetime. And I'm 34 years of age. I'm still a young man. And I still don't think it's going to happen in the next 30 to 40 years that somebody become an 8-division world champion. This is going to happen 126 years down the line, 200, 300 years down the line, where we no longer exist and nobody even know who the fuck we are. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to enjoy our time on Earth. But I don't think nobody will ever become an 8-division world champion again, bro. So Manny Pacquiao has did something that's going to stand the test of time forever. Forever. And if y'all ever saw saying like, y'all know what I mean. You feel me? But nonetheless, I feel like, Floyd is better than Manny. He beat him. He's undefeated. He's 50-0. He's faced more world champions. Add Manny Pacquiao to the list. You got the great Canelo Alvarez on the list. You got the great Oscar De La Hoya, the Shane Mosley. I mean, you got names on the list that goes on and on with Floyd Money Mayweather. And you have to give him his just due, whether people want to give him his credit or not. If you don't like Floyd Mayweather outside the ring, I understand. But inside that square circle, I repeat, inside that square circle, you have to give that boy his just due and his credit. You understand what I'm saying? You have to give him his just due and his credit. And I feel like he did it his way. And I feel like he did it better than everybody else because of his mindset. Floyd Mayweather didn't let nobody take him out his game plan, a la Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Mike Tyson. He's been broken. I feel like Ali was broken a little bit. So I just feel like Floyd Money Mayweather was mentally stronger than everyone else that ever laced up a pair of gloves. I think Floyd Money Mayweather is mentally stronger than them, bro. And that's why I got him as my GOAT. You understand me? And I feel like Floyd can hang in any era. A lot of y'all don't understand, man. Pretty Boy Floyd was a knockout artist. He was a knockout artist. Y'all boys think Floyd was just weak and all that. Floyd can fight. If you force him to sit down and fight, he can fight. And he's not going to make no excuses about it. None. You understand me? So he's looking at Manny Pacquiao saying, you lost to your Dennis Ugas. If it was Earl Spence with the sauce I gave him, you know what I'm saying, you would have lost way worse, bro. So when we look at the situation, I got Floyd as my GOAT. Everybody that knows me knows that. This is no knock to Manny Pacquiao. This is no hate to the Manny Pacquiao fans. But at the end of the day, all y'all boys that were saying Manny was gonna be greater than Manny was gonna be greater than Floyd Money Mayweather if he beat Earl the True Spence Jr. He couldn't get past you, Dennis Ugas. So that just shows y'all what would have happened against Earl the True Spence Jr. We got to keep it trill. We got to keep it real. Keep the same energy, my friends. Keep the same energy. But nonetheless, Floyd Money Mayweather is laughing at Manny Pacquiao at the same time and giving him his respect as a legendary champion. But Floyd telling Manny, I told you so. I'm better than you. I'm going to always be better than you. You're never going to get that win back. I am the GOAT to some. And that's just what it is. Shouts out to Manny Pacquiao, though, man. Hopefully he become the president of the Philippines. I think he'll be back for one more fight to go out on the win. Shouts out to Floyd Money Mayweather. Keep doing your thing, champ. Make your money the way you make your money. And salute to you. Until the end, it's your boy Manny. It's the NSBC moving. And nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate OG money on Cash App, TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.